Welcome to the Now You Know podcast, a podcast that will guide you to successfully navigate the online world and give you, as a super bonus, some thought-provoking takes on life. Without further ado, here is your host, entrepreneur, marketer, professor, and author, Flavio Salza. We are happy to have you here today. Enjoy the show.
Okay, so today we're going to talk about users' arguments. Well, because sometimes the dispute may not be between you and the users or somebody who comment on your post or, whoever, but actually amongst users themselves. I mean, it's crazy, right? But it's happened. So if this happens, do not lose time to act and intervene right away.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe. I suggest we use it.
Don't be too proud of this technological terror you've constructed. The ability to destroy a planet is insignificant next to the power of the Force.
Don't try to frighten us with your sorcerer's ways, Lord Vader. Your sad devotion to that ancient religion has not helped you conjure up the stolen data tapes, or given you clairvoyance enough to find the rebels' hidden fort.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Enough of this. Vader, release him.
As you wish.
This bickering is pointless. Now, Lord Vader will provide us with the location of the rebel fortress by the time this station is operational. We will then crush the rebellion with one swift stroke.
Well, so the idea is to remove these as soon as possible, okay? I usually give one chance for the users to come to peace with each other, and stop quarreling. I basically remind the user that kind of behavior is not very appreciated by the other users, including myself.
Don't ever do that again. And
if that doesn't not stop the clash between them, then I step in and remove the user's argument, deleting them and block the users if necessary. Sounds a bit like a censorship, I know, but you have to think of your listeners and all the people who actually is seeing your posts and seeing or following you, and people who has a positive mind and don't want to get distracted or get influenced by those negative around them, right? So your job is to keep the harmony between your listeners, and always work with them to basically, and that's going to be optimistically, keep the discussion with a tolerate tone and mutual respect, right? So that's the goal here when you try to stop users' arguments. You have to take the best decision in pro of the majority harmony among your listeners or followers. And if two people is arguing and fighting, they are basically not fit in, right? You just let them go and move on.
How dare you open a spaceman's helmet on an uncharted planet? My eyeballs could have been sucked from their socket.
So, like I wrote before, your job is not to make everyone your listeners, right? But focus on the ones that resonate with your inner self. By the way, I wrote that on the Now You Know guidebook, right? So as action, continue the work you have started on before, expanding that checklist that you did it. And now you basically think about how you're going to stop 2 or more users when they are furious, exchanging insults, comments and public arguments. So would you give them a chance or two to fix things up by themselves, or do you go and step in and remove them right away, or what kind of discussion is not tolerate? So all these you need to think way in advance, so you don't get caught by the moment, right? So as a food for thought, maybe here goes a personal quote, a quote by myself. It's kind of weird, but I think it's impossible to know the truth, but the lies can be spotted if you are pay attention.
Thanks for listening. The Now You Know guidebook is now available at Amazon worldwide. Get your copy on paperback or Kindle. You can also keep up and interact with Flavio Salza via LinkedIn and Twitter. Plus, check back weekly for new episodes. Until next time, keep rocking and loving on what you do.